The Iraqi army exists no more. The Syrian army is down to at least 50% of its size of 2 years ago. The Egyptian army, all of its 14 divisions, maybe 7 are in any way active, not corroded, corrupt, falling apart. The Arab military threat to Israel has evaporated. Arab societies, as you all know, from Libya and Tunisia through Egypt to Syria, and it'll yet, unfortunately, come to Jordan, are so convulsed with internal conflict that for the next 2 to 3 to 4 decades, they are going to be racked by such internal tensions and such internal economic disparities and needs that their ability to mount a coordinated offensive against Israel in the conventional military sense is simply gone. It's gone. It's gone. So before we start discussing all the threats and the emerging threats and the dangers that are posed to Israel from the crumbling of the old Arab architecture around Israel, first let's recognize that the conventional military threat against Israel has greatly disappeared. And that is a net gain for Israel. It has tremendous long-term significance. Now, we all know that there are new threats emerging. What was the authoritarian control over countries like Egypt, where the security services had penetrated every element in society. You couldn't burp, you couldn't breathe, you couldn't blow your nose without somebody in the security services knowing about it. That's all gone. Morsi doesn't have control over the streets of Cairo, never mind the sands of Sinai. And whoever emerges as the leader or one of the leaders in Syria towards the future will never have the same authoritarian control over the country that Assad's mukhabarat, his security services, had. So that creates potential for great conflict. We all know about the threat of weapon stocks, missiles spreading all over, new weapon systems coming into the region, whether it be from Iran or from Russia. All these pose security threats to Israel that Israel will have to deal with in the coming years and perhaps decades. But the conventional military threat, the Israeli fear that the combined armies of Egypt, Iraq, Syria are going to mount a coordinated offensive like they did in the Yom Kippur War against Israel, that's gone. That's gone, thank God, it's gone. And therefore I say to you, again, Israel is winning. Point number 9, in grand historical terms, of course Israel is winning. Look at the society that's been created in Israel. Look at the creativity of the Israeli community. Look at the vibrancy of life in Israel. I look at my kids. I have a son-in-law who's a software engineer in Israeli military intelligence. I have a daughter doing her PhD in genetics at the Hebrew University. I have a daughter studying architecture at Ariel University in Samaria. I have a son completing his bachelor's degree in computer science in high school, and he will graduate high school with his degree in computer sciences, and he has studied intensively 17 tractates of the Talmud, and he knows his Bible inside out and backwards. And I have 2 younger kids who are in younger grades, and I look at them and I see their contributions and their future contributions to Israeli society, and I look at their friends who are all doing similar exciting things, And one of my daughters is a little bit of an artist as well. And you look at this and you say, what a wonderful youth we have. What a powerful country we have. And I don't say this to gloat or to be racist, but it's important for us in terms of perspective to ask, what creative contributions has the Islamic Arab world around us made to the world over the last 100 years? What technologies have been bought by Facebook, Yahoo, Microsoft, and Intel from Saudi Arabia? What's the gross national product of all 40 Arab countries around us put together, leaving oil aside? And again, not because I mean to be denigrating or dismissive of the Arab world, and not because I want to gloat, but because I want to reinforce in our own minds how powerful we are, how vibrant a society, how creative a society Israel has become, how proud we ought to be, how right we are to be able to continue to claim that Israel is an honorable member of the world community and making contributions to that world. It's important for us to remember that we're winning. We have a wonderful country, and it will yet do great things for the Middle East and for the world. And I forgot, we now have gas.